What's up guys, today's video is on the top 5 best RV generator on the market today. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that will meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price performance or its particular use, we have got you covered. For more information on the products, I have included links in the description box down below which are updated for the best prices. Like the video, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Now let's get started. In our list, the number 5 product name is Jackery Solar Generator 2000 Plus. If you're already a fan of Jackery's simple and intuitive power stations, then pairing their Explorer 2000 Plus with one of the best-in-class solar panels for camping, the Solar Saga 200W, is a no-brainer. Not only does this power station feature a plug for an RV, allowing you to easily power all those 12V appliances, it also stores enough energy to power the average setup for a day. If you've been looking to upgrade to a quieter generator for camping, then this is an easy choice. During testing, the size and weight of the Jackery Explorer 2000 Plus was sometimes an issue for me, a woman on the smaller side. If you have back problems and don't need this kind of power, I suggest looking elsewhere. While there is a handy telescoping handle that allows you to pull it over flat distances fairly easily, you'll likely still need to pick it up periodically to get it into your car. The telescoping handle was also so short that I sometimes had to lean over when pulling it along. I originally tested the Solar Saga 200W solar panel as a full setup, with 4 panels plugged into a single power station. This test showed the full power of the array, which registered 650 watts of power generation on a sunny albeit hazy day. I retested a single panel in tandem with the rest of the units in this review more recently, and under completely clear skies, the panel was even more impressive. It registered 184 watts of energy coming from a single panel. If you don't have much time to recharge your power station from the sun, then the full setup with all 4 panels is a no-brainer. More recent testing of newer panels showed a slight drop in power. However, it is unclear if this is because of natural variation or drop in the product's efficiency. Either way, this is still a best-in-class panel. It is, though, a little complicated. Each panel comes with a carrying case and a cable that connects back to the 2 DC ports on the Explorer 1000 Pro. If you see a math problem here, that's correct. You'll also need 2 of the Jackery solar panel connectors, which, strangely, are not included in the purchase price. 2 of these can be used to double the number of panels you can connect to the Explorer 1000 Pro. Setting up and taking down this many panels takes some time, but I was impressed by how easy and intuitive it was. That's because Jackery streamlined the number of ports on each unit, making it that much clearer what cable connects to what unit in what port. While at first glance there might appear to be a disconnect between the charging time capabilities of this setup and its battery life, it's worth keeping in mind that conditions are not always optimal. One of the things that impressed me most about these units is the panel's ability to generate electricity in low-light conditions. Even in complete shade, dusk fast approaching, a single Solar Saga 200W was generating a 6-watt input. In our list, the number 4 product name is Goal Zero Yeti 3000X. The Goal Zero Yeti series is a powerful, durable line of power stations that provide some of the most in-depth information of any power station I've looked at, giving RV campers a lot of information about their power use. However, it also has one of the most complicated user interfaces to navigate. I tested the Goal Zero Yeti 1500X as part of my test of the best solar generators. To start, when the unit is plugged into a power source, a light blinks blue continuously until it is charged, then it switches to solid blue. If you are in the same space as this unit when it is charging, this is very distracting. Next is the 3 buttons above the display, which read Unit Light and Info. Unit is fairly straightforward. It toggles the input and output measurements between volts, amperes, watts, etc. This is pretty handy if you're curious about how much power a given device is chewing through. Next is Light on other power stations. This button turns on an actual light, which is useful if you're trying to see what you're doing in the evening hours. The Goal Zero, however, does not have a built-in light. This button turns on and off the display screen showing the power supply. The info button only seemed to turn on the display, not off. It was unclear what other use this was meant to have. Interestingly, despite having one of the most powerful AC ports in my test 2000W with a 3500W surge, there was only space for 2 plug-ins. Most of the time, I suspect this will be plenty for people, and it does help to cut down on the unnecessary juice being lost out of these ports. But others might find themselves digging out a power strip to make up for the lack of ports. One of the more unusual features of the Yeti 1500X is a top lid, which has storage for charging cables or anything else you want to throw in there. This proved to be surprisingly useful while camping, when stray cables can go missing with surprising regularity. Underneath, it also has detailed descriptions of all of the power limitations of the various ports, plus evergreen reminders about not letting your power station get wet, all in semi-legible font. Surprisingly, that can't be said for any of the power stations in my test, including the Anker Solix F2000, which despite having the largest surface area strangely didn't include this information at all. There is also a second 8mm port under the lid, as well as a 12-volt HPP output port. A testament to Yeti's claim of 1,500 watts of power was my ability to actually charge the Anker Solix F2000 using the Yeti generator. It supplied 1,385 watts through a single AC port, which was higher than anything else I tested, partly due to this being the only combination where that was available. The maximum input capability of the Yeti 1500X is 150V from AC power, and no unit is capable of that many volts. The icon showing how much power was remaining did stay consistent. In our list, the number 3 product name is Generac GP3000i Portable Inverter Generator. The Generac GP3000i is a versatile inverter generator that's perfect for powering a few electronics while you're RV camping. It's light enough for one person to carry, but still powerful enough to handle certain appliances in addition to your personal electronics. When my neighborhood lost electricity for a few days one summer, I used a GP3000i to run my chest freezer long enough to save about 100 pounds of meat from spoiling. The heart of this inverter generator is a 149cc engine that generates 2,300 running watts and 3,000 surge watts. Its 1.06-gallon tank will run the engine at 50% capacity for 4.5 hours. One person can move this 60-pound generator by its carrying handle, but it can be a little cumbersome. Plan on storing it someplace where you don't have to carry it very far to use it. The system is simple and reliable, but Generac includes a 3-year residential use warranty, just in case. Using the Generac GP3000i is simple and straightforward. Startup and shutdown graphic instructions are clearly printed on the top of the housing. The pull starter is more labor-intensive than electric ignition, but it's incredibly reliable and doesn't require much effort. Even after sitting idle for months at a time, my GP3000i starts within 3 or 4 pulls. A clearly marked dial switches between choke for cold starts, run and off. You can let the engine idle at a constant speed or switch on the economy mode to let it raise or lower engine speed to match the power demand from the outlets. The GP3000i is a little bit underpowered for home backup, but my experience proves that it can power select appliances in an emergency. Around the campsite, it's just right. Having multiple outlet types including 2 USB ports makes it great for charging everything from a pellet smoker to your phone at the same time. In our list, the number 2 product name is Champion Power Equipment 4500W Wireless Start Inverter Generator. This rock-solid block of generator excellence from Champion is about as perfect for RVing as it gets. Its 4,500 watt output is more than enough to run your entire RV, air conditioner included. At the same time, it's surprisingly quiet, clocking in at just 61 decibels, about the same volume as a dishwasher. The build quality is also outstanding, offering the kind of durability you want for many years of outdoor use. While it's definitely heavy, it's fairly compact, about the size of a couple of car batteries, and an integrated handle and wheels make it fairly easy to move around. Champion has a whole line of inverter generators, some of which are less expensive. I'm recommending this one, because it features a remote starter, which I really appreciate when I don't feel like messing around with a generator in the cold or dark. The Champion Power Equipment 4,500-watt inverter generator is ultra-quiet and ideal for camping, tailgating, powering items around the RV, or providing backup for your essentials. Champion's got convenience covered. Starting and stopping your generator from up to 80 feet away with the wireless remote key fob is a snap. Champion's EZES start dial makes getting started quick and easy. Featuring cold start technology, extended runtime, and an easy-to-read fuel gauge, the reliable 212cc Champion engine produces 4,500 starting watts and 3,500 running watts, and runs for 14 hours at 25% load when the 2.3-gallon fuel tank is full. With a 0.5-quart oil capacity included 10W30 and a low oil shutoff sensor, this inverter operates at an ultra-quiet 61 dBA from 23 feet, which is about as loud as normal speech. The no-tool access panel and oil drain tube allow for easy maintenance. Confidently connect your sensitive electronics since this inverter produces clean power less than 3% THD. Our quick touch panel offers fast access to all your controls. The IntelliGauge with power meter monitors voltage, frequency and operating hours with ease, while economy mode monitors power consumption in real time to reduce engine wear and tear. As the electrical load is reduced, the inverter reduces engine speed, providing quieter operation, extended engine life, and higher fuel economy. The covered outlets in this RV-ready inverter include a 120V30, VTT30R, VTT30R, two 120V20 household outlets, 520R, a 12V automotive-style outlet, and a handy dual-port USB adapter. The optional parallel kit sold separately, with included standard 50-amp RV outlet, allows you to increase output by connecting up to two 2,800-watt or higher inverters. The never-flat tires and fold-down handle make transport a cinch. Buy this EPA-certified and CARB-compliant generator with confidence. Champion support and our nationwide network of service centers will back up your purchase with a 3-year limited warranty and free lifetime technical support. In our list, the #1 product name is Pulsar GD400BN 4000W Super Quiet Dual Fuel Inverter Generator. Dual fuel generators are very nice to have on an RV, because the two types work well in different scenarios. Running gas is easy to obtain just about everywhere you go, which makes it great for long, isolated trips or living off-grid, but makes a lot of noise. While propane isn't quite as accessible, using it allows your generator to run more quietly. With two complementary modes, generators like the Pulsar GD400BN give you the ability to customize your generator's performance to match your needs in the moment. We like the GD400BN specifically because it's powerful, quiet, and portable. With its 4,000-watt output, it's more than capable of powering your entire rig with the air conditioner, but it's built solid and weighs less than 50 pounds. Another plug or two would have been nice. Its single AC outlet limits things a bit if you have any reason to plug in power tools or equipment. For all intents and purposes, this is a very nice dual fuel generator and comes at a decent price to boot.